What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you the next video in my video series of must gags. This is my series where I basically do a Will I Buy It, which was created by Samantha March. I always have her Will I Buy It series down below along with the community playlist. I am a part of that community playlist, so if you're interested in seeing any other YouTuber who does this type of video, definitely check out that playlist. I also always have what's on my face linked or listed down below, and all of the items that I talk about listed down below and linked. Now if those links are not up yet, just give it a second. I always get them up by the end of the day, within a couple of hours, 99%. I didn't actually do a tutorial on this look. It just didn't happen. I tried, but it just did not happen. This makeup has been on for about 4 hours now, so keep that in mind if you have any criticisms that you are going to give me. Today is Friday, and I'm doing this around 4, so if anything has released after that, I've already recorded, so I can't talk about it, but I will do it in my next must gag, which will be in 2 weeks. In this series, I love to focus in on indie brands because indie brands have my heart. I always love to support indie brands. So I think that's been a long enough intro. Let's just get into it. Today I'm gonna scoot over, if I can. All right. I'm gonna scoot over this way, have a good big area for that. Oh, my beer. Oh, that's good. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is Sigma Beauty has come out with new liquid lipsticks. Now these liquid lipsticks are different and new because they have a hydrating formula. I'm interested in trying the formulation. I've always been a huge person when it comes to testing out liquid lipstick or lip product formulas, but none of these colors are really screaming out to me. I don't wear these colors, so there's no reason for me to buy one. So it is a pass for me. Pat McGrath is coming out with her latest Big Daddy palette. It is the Pat McGrath 6 Midnight Sun. I am good. I've seen enough reviews to know that the 4 special shades are not special shades, and I have those neutrals in my Big Daddy Pat McGrath and then in other singles. So this is going to be yet another pass for me. How Kaline Cosmetics official has released some eyeshadow bundles. They look to be like fall inspired. I actually am not hating any of these bundles. These bundles actually look quite cute and curated. I really do like them. I'm not gonna lie, it's not like these are brilliant and groundbreaking shades, but it looks like the bundles are about $25 each. For the ones that have 5 shadows, for the ones that have 3, it's 15, and the quad, it is 20. It's definitely cute curated bundles. They actually remind me honestly of the Juvia's Place Harvest palette, and all of those remind me of the Natasha Denona palette that I'm actually craving to get. I am definitely going to keep this brand in the back of my head. I always love to try new indie brands and new single formulations, but none of these shades are really screaming out to me, so it's going to be a pass for right now. ColourPop released one of their fall collections called the Whatever collection. I was actually kind of halfway interested, halfway side-eyeing the blushes because I really enjoy my Super Shock blush. It's a little too far, so I'm not going to even bother, but I watched a video by Makeup by Tammy, and she swatched these, and they basically were not showing up on her collection, so all those blushes are going to be a pass. The eyeshadow palette is cute, but I have those shades, so I'm okay. The only thing that I'm slightly interested in are the lip glosses, and I know that's weird for me to say, but when I saw them swatched on that girl's lips, they were just beautiful. They were really beautiful. I have now panned 2 or 3 lip glosses this year, so it wouldn't be out of the box for me to buy 1 or 2 more lip glosses, but I still have a pretty big collection, lip collection, so I'm gonna try and get through a few more lip glosses, and then maybe during like a sale or something, I'll pick up a couple of these lip glosses because these are shades that I could wear as go-to shades. 93 Beauty released a new single called Debut. It is a beautiful, beautiful, like pinky orangey with like gold in it. It is a beautiful highlighter. If I didn't have so many highlighters, I would pick this up. This does honestly remind me of both I have two highlighters that it automatically reminds me of. One is in my everyday palette. It's from Elixir, and this is in the shade Valley Girl. I love that highlighter. And then it also reminds me of my new one that I just got from Ofra, and this one is in Bali. And if I can open it, this one as well. So for me, I don't need it, but it is outstanding and beautiful, and I can only imagine how pretty it is on the face. So yeah, just beautiful. Fenty released her holiday collection. I believe it actually is released now, and these lip gloss minis are outstanding and beautiful. Now, these are all 4 new shades in this mini collection, and out of these new shades, I would say 2 that I would love to actually purchase: the Hot Chocolate and the Cheeky. Now, knowing Fenty and how she does her stuff, she releases these mini sets in holiday and then eventually releases them as full size or as minis permanently in her collection. So I'm either gonna wait for this bundle to go down in price because it's $42, and I'm not paying $42 for no lip gloss. It's not happening. Or I'm gonna wait till the 2 release in full sizes, and I'm gonna get those because those would be unique to my collection, and I've already panned my Fenty Gloss Bomb, so I do enjoy that formula, and I really do know how to work with that formula, you know? Flower Beauty came out with an all shimmer palette called Jungle Lights. I don't need this. I already have my go-to all shimmer palette, and it's actually from Fenty. It's from her first holiday release. I really enjoy that palette. I really want to use it a little bit more. So I am good on this. Plus these shimmers and these shades are not groundbreaking in any means. What is the name of this brand? Playing in Makeup by Yolanda released a Jam Rock palette. It looks to have like 30 to 40 shades in this. It's too many shades for me. I like that it's colorful. It really is nice, but it's just too many shades for me. So it is a pass. It's actually 30 shades. I'm sorry, and it's all matte. That's another problem. I'm good. Now the next thing is something that I am slightly guilty. I feel guilty about, but not at the same time because I've already purchased it. And it is from Beauty Bar Baby. They released 3 of their multi-chrome eyeshadows, which are like the flaky things, and then they released a new formula that's called a Phantom Pressed eyeshadow. I picked up one of the Phantom Pressed eyeshadows and one of the older multi-chromes. I really have wanted to try both formulas from them, and they're a brand that I typically try a lot of their products because I just enjoy their products. So I'm really excited about this elusive shade. It's really, really intriguing and very unique. That is why I purchased it, because it's super unique and I don't have anything like that in my collection. If I like that one, I will also be getting the Evanescent I don't know how to say it. It's the red one that's in the top row, because that's another very unique shade. I don't have very many red shimmers, anything. So I am very excited for that. And yeah, I kind of feel guilty, but not really, because I've reached my goals and I feel comfortable with that purchase because I've wanted to purchase from them and it's not too expensive. Yes, Glitters released a fall palette. It is a fall palette. You get your warm neutrals, you get the green, you get the purples. It's cute, but it's not for me. It's a little too neutral. It's not really gripping me, so it is a pass for me. Rebel Rouge Labs has released their Losing My Religion palette. I like 1 or 2 of the shades. I like Cornflake Girl and Even Flow. I like those 2 shades, but that's it. So maybe if they came out with those as singles, I would scoop those up. I really do like those shades, but other than that, this is another pass for me. The Balm released two cream eyeshadow palettes, and a lot of people have been side-eyeing this type of release, saying what are they doing, they're so beyond the trend, they're not understanding what's happening. And in my opinion, I think it's good. Like, I like to see brands doing different things, trying different things. Just because the YouTube world and Instagram world is saying no to cream products doesn't mean your everyday Molly and Shaniqua don't use cream products on their eyes only. You know what I mean? So for me, it's kind of, just remember, not every release needs to be for you. This is not a release for me. I don't tend to reach for a lot of cream products, and if I do, I like them to be liquid. But that might not mean that it's not for somebody else. Like my mom. My mom doesn't wear very much makeup, but if she wanted to start getting into makeup, I would probably tell her to use like a cream or like mattes, because those would work on her eyelids and they wouldn't be too jarring from her normal, natural, everyday looks. So I think this is a good move for the Balm, especially because they're in Kohl's, and a lot of Kohl's shoppers aren't like avid makeup wearers. You know what I mean? Kohl's is like, you can go there, you can get it for cheap, bada bing bada boom. So for me, this is a good move for the Balm. For me, it's not something that I'm gonna be scooping up, but yeah, good things. Makeup Revolution has done another dupe type product, which is like the poreless primer. Tatcha released this, was it Tatcha? Yeah, Tatcha released this first, and then Elf came out with the dupe, and now Makeup Revolution has. I still have my Tatcha mini that I got for like free or whatever, and I'm actually using that in my Shop My Stash, which I will have linked up above in the cards. So for me, I don't need this product, although this is probably going to be a lot better bang for your buck. You're probably going to get a lot more product for a cheaper price. So for those who really like this type of formulation, this might be good, but for me, not so much. Beauty Bakery looks like they have sneak peeked a new item. I don't hear much about Beauty Bakery anymore. I don't know if it's because of the people that I follow or what, but I've seen this sneak peek. So it'll be interesting to see what they come out with, if they come out with anything. MBA Cosmetics has shown that they're doing some multi-chromes. This is the only multi-chrome that I've seen right now. They probably have others. This one is in Chroma Lust. That's the shade name, I believe. No, the shade is Fetish, I'm sorry. And it's like a purple to red to green. Very pretty color. I have a lot of multi-chromes. I'm actually considering grouping all my multi-chromes together in a palette so I can look at them all and see, you know, if I have any dupes, etc, etc. So for me right now, I'm good, but very interesting color. If you've tried this brand, please let me know how you like them. I might look into their brand to see if there's any other shades that I'd be interested in, but right now I'm good. Wet n Wild has released their Halloween collection, and I'm very happy about this. So many brands have completely skipped over Halloween and jumped right to Christmas and the holidays, which is fine. There's certain brands that just, their aesthetic is not set to deal with Halloween, which is fine, but I'm very happy to talk about the brands who do treasure and put out products for Halloween. So the first thing they do is they do their kits. I've never really been a fan of buying kits like this, so those are going to be automatic pass for me. Then they have 4 new eyeshadow palettes. The green blue one is actually intriguing, but I know me, I have a few drugstore eyeshadows and I don't really use them. It's like a weird prejudice I have against them. They're good quality, but I just don't want to use them, so I'm not gonna pick these up. They also have some like face paint palettes. I'm not gonna go get those. I have one that I recently purchased, so I don't need to get that. They also have glitter eyeshadow palettes. I don't need that. The one thing I'm interested in from this whole collection are, they have these, what do they call them? They call them multi-sticks. Those are very intriguing. I think they're like $3.99 or something seriously cheap like that. And I could use those not only for Halloween looks, if I decide to do any Halloween looks, but I could also use them for my lip art. And I've really been trying to get myself back into doing my lip art, but I wanted to get back into wearing makeup first. So I'm excited and intrigued. I probably will go into a drugstore to pick these up because I can't be bothered to buy these online. The rest of the collection, they have some loose pigments, a finishing spray, a primer. They have mascaras, sponges, lip products. They have paint pots. I might actually get these paint pots instead of the ones from Makeup Revolution because it'll be cheaper and I can just probably pick it up right in store, so that would be something. They also have some highlighters, some blushes, some stencils, some glitters and all that. So overall, I would just be interested in those paint pots, all three colors. I would want the black, the white, and the red, and then also maybe some of those sticks. Okay, sorry if I moved or anything. I had to go do a couple of things. Impulse Cosmetics has done their Halloween launch as well, and they've released 10 liquid lip lacquers in matte, metallic, and duochrome shades. And then they released 2 lip glosses and 10 duochrome eyeshadows. I will make sure to have everything shown so that you guys can see what all their products are. I am very intrigued to see the full launch because it doesn't officially launch until September 30th, so it's not available for purchase, and all we've seen thus far are the lip lacquers. So I'm intrigued. They have some very interesting shades, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Amy Heart's Beauty. So I just talked about, well, not just talked about, when I talked about Beauty Bar Baby, I talked about their latest formulation of Phantom eyeshadow. Well, Amy Heart's Beauty has come out with, like, I guess their version of these Phantom eyeshadows, and I find it intriguing because they're not the only 2 brands that have randomly popped up with this type of formulation. It seems like 3 or 4 brands that I follow or I somehow know about all have this like phantom-y formulation. Same with like the flakes. I saw one brand have it and then a bunch of other indie brands have it. So I always wonder like how all these indie brands end up having the same formulations of things. It's always very intriguing. I always wonder, like, is there a conspiracy behind this? Like, do they all have the same like manufacturer that's providing them these ingredients and is telling them like this is something new that you could try, you know? Anyways, tangent over. Amy Heart's Beauty has come out with 5 new singles in their like Phantom-y collection, and they called it the Spirit family. They call them multi-chromes, but they definitely are like the same type of idea as the Beauty Bar Baby, where it's like a white shimmer. It looks like a white shimmer, and then you apply it on your hands or on your eyes and you see the other color. So I'm intrigued. I still have not purchased anything from Amy Heart's Beauty. It just, nothing has really clicked for me to finally pull the trigger. So maybe in this collection I will find something. As of right now, I'm good. Nothing is really screaming out to me, but maybe in later launches in this family I'll find something. The Madonna and Too Faced collaboration has come upon us. It's like $70 or $90, something insane like that. And at one point it was sold on Too Faced's website, and now from what I can tell it's only being sold at her tour. I have no business even looking at this stuff. It's super neutral, and it's kits of other stuff that like I can purchase separately. So this is a huge pass for me. I'm not a huge Madonna fan, like don't get me wrong, I know her like classic songs, but that's about it. Moria Cosmetics, I've talked about them a couple of times with eyeshadow palettes. I've talked about them with their blush duos, and now they've come out with bronzer duos. They have 6 different shades, and even the darkest one doesn't look dark enough for me. So, you know, this seems to be like kind of like an indie drugstore brand, like somewhere in between there. So I'm happy that they came out with 6 duos, but at the end of the day, it's not dark enough for me, so it's gonna be automatic pass for me. Conjure Cosmetics has come out with their Halloween collection of lip products. I have already talked about this brand. I've already done lip swatches of this brand, and I've already decluttered the lip products that I got from this brand. All of the lip products that I got from them, they pooled up and created like this weird white line that nobody likes. And so even though these colors are very intriguing and very cool, I'm not going to fall for it because I've already tried the brand and it was not for me, which is fine, just not for me. Makeup Revolution did a collaboration with Alexis Stone. I've heard one person, Amy Loves Makeup, she apparently knows about some drama with this lady. I don't know her personally at all. I've never heard of her at all. So this collaboration was like out of the dark, or out of random for me. I don't know her. The big eyeshadow palette, it's a huge rainbow palette. I don't need it. I'm good. I actually have a rainbow palette from Makeup Revolution, so I don't need another one. And then the small one, no. So this whole thing is just the pass for me. Glisten Beauty has come out with Pro Pigments. They basically look like the NYX like pot bases. I'm intrigued because they have a yellow. I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna lie, I actually am intrigued. I would like to see how much this costs. You get 8 grams in each pot. Let's see how much it costs though. Each pot is $8, so for 8 grams you get $8, so for a gram $1. That seems extremely reasonable for me, or to me. I would be intrigued in maybe picking up 1 or 2 of these to add to my pot collection. I love to use my pots in my waterline and to cut my lid depending on what I'm trying to do, so, or even like do graphic liners. So I would be intrigued to actually bring some of these in my collection, so keep an eye out for that. MAC has sneak peeked a new blush formulation, and it's the Glow Play blush. It's basically a luminous blush. I am extremely interested in this. I already have 2 glowy blushes, 2 or 3 glowy blushes from MAC, and I love each and every one of them. So I would be really intrigued to look at these. Of course I have to take the time to see if they would be unique to my collection. I think the 2 in like the middle row would be interesting, like the terracotta-y one, and then the bright like neon pinky one. That would probably be the only one that would actually be unique to my collection, but I might get the terracotta one too. We'll see. But I'm keeping an eye out on these products. I'm intrigued. Another brand that's coming out with that like white looking pan, but it's actually a real color, is Terra Moon Cosmetics. So I will have swatches of their versions on the screen. It looks like they came out with 2, 4, maybe 6, 5 or 6 of these. 6. They came out with 6 of these, and they've swatched all of them, so I put them all on the screen for you guys. None of them are really ringing home to me. It looks like honestly one of theirs is pretty similar to the one that I purchased from Beauty Bar Baby. And then maybe this red one is the same. So it looks like this is like a very similar fad that's going on with the indie brands. Not that I'm mad about it, but it's just like, when does this conspiracy stop? I'm just saying. So let me move on to the next thing. Morphe came out with the 3503, the Force by Nature Artistry palette. Viseart came out with their Grand Pro 3. Now it hasn't officially launched, but it has done they have done their pre-order, and this is going to be exclusive to Muse Beauty Pro. Now, out of all of their Grand Pro palettes, this would be the one that I would find myself somehow finding a way to finesse to make it make sense to purchase. This is beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know if I can truly justify purchasing this though, but it is beautiful, and I would love to pop out some of these colors and put them in combination with some of my already like small Viseart palettes. And I also have the Dark Matters, so popping those out and putting, I would just have a lot of fun. I want to see reviews on this first. I would love to see somebody swatch out all of the Vizzy Art palettes compared to this one to see if any of them are dupes or similar. Like if the dark mattes is similar to a lot of these colors, then I will have to sell myself no, because that's the only colorful palette that I have from Vizzy Art currently. But other than that, this might be coming home eventually, maybe during like my birthday month, so I can like justify it. Too Faced has released another Clover lip product. This one is Melted Matte Clover 3. I didn't want the first two. I don't want this one. This is like a watermelon pinky color. I'm good. I like the formula of Too Faced's Melted Mattes, don't get me wrong, but just not this color. And I already have like 5 of them, so I'm good. Just like everybody else, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this launch that people are talking about when it comes to ColourPop potentially coming out with another line, because they haven't shown it, so I'm just gonna keep going. Makeup Revolution or I Heart Beauty has released 3 other like food themed palettes. One is hot dog, the other one is popcorn, and the last one is latte. All 3 are already available on Ulta, and the color schemes just look a little too iffy for me, so I'm good. They also released the highlighter duo, and then also like a mini chocolate bar situation. The mini chocolate bar is interesting, but I know I have the colors. I know I don't need that palette, so all 5 palettes are a pass for me. Alien Cosmetics has revealed their Spellcaster palette. It's only available for pre-order, and I'm assuming this is supposed to be for Halloween. I don't see the Halloweeniness in it, but it might just be because you're actually not seeing the palette. So I'm gonna wait to hold real judgment until I see the actual palette, the squares, the circles, whatever it is, and then judge from there. Because some of the colors are nice, but I just don't know. I'm not going to pre-order something that I don't see in person. Never again. Another brand that's coming out with this ghost like white to color formula is Shine by D Cosmetics. They've come out with 4 duochromes and a couple multichromes and iridescent foils. They look outstanding, like I mean outstanding in these swatches. I will take a screenshot of the swatches once all 4 have been swatched so you guys can see them. They're outstanding. Like there's honestly nothing to say about them. And maybe in a little while I'll take the time to actually pick 1 or 2 of these up. I'm intrigued to see. This is in Nova Scotia. This brand is from Nova Scotia. That's fun. Okay. Let us see. It looks like I don't see the version of the shadows. Oh, maybe it's the Primavera crystals. Maybe that's what they call them. I don't know. Fenty has released a new highlighter product for the holidays. I have her diamond. Let's see if I can get to it. I have her last holiday one, which was How Many Carats. I love this highlighter. It's really nice for unique days where you just want to add glitter on top of whatever highlighter you already have, and it's basically a clear base. This new one is like the Diamond Bomb Part 2, and it doesn't really tell me. I haven't seen anybody really show what it is. So that one was like silver glitter. Ow. This one I'm assuming is pink glitter, which I don't know if I really need that, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see some swatches and some reviews on that, and then I can go from there. Hourglass is releasing a couple of things for holiday. I'm really going to just talk about the face palettes because those are the things that I'm always intrigued about when it comes to Hourglass's holiday releases. The Big Daddy Hourglass palette, I'm not going to get. The 3 top shades are way too light for me. The bronzer is too light for me. And one of the blushes is too light for me. As for the cheek palette, I thought I was going to finally be able to get an Hourglass holiday release. I thought, this is your time to shine, sis. You got this. And then I've seen it in multiple different pictures. I've seen it in this like saturated like mock-up. I've seen it in people's videos on their complexions. I've even seen like a normal photo of it, and these are just not saturated enough for me. They're not. I know the like diffuse light part of it is going to diffuse too much and it's not going to show up on my complexion. I like a clown intensity when it comes to blush, so this is gonna have to be a pass for me, which is very disappointing. I have one Hourglass blush and like I can finesse it to work, but yeah. Dose of Colors has come out with their concealer. It is a lightweight multitasking full coverage concealer. They have it in 30 shades and it's $24. I don't really collect concealers like that. I'm not a huge like I need to test all the concealers person. That's just not something that I do. So after some reviews, if I need a concealer and I hear great reviews and it's on sale or something, then maybe, but right now I'm good. Classic Cake Cosmetics has released their Halloween collection, and it is a multi-chrome and like shimmery palette. It looks to have 15 singles in it. I'm intrigued. Don't get me wrong, I am intrigued, but I don't need this. I don't need a shimmery palette. I'm good. I just like the fact that the skulls are imprinted in there. Huda Beauty is doing a throwback with her Power Bullets for the 90s, and she's coming out with 8 new lip shades. I still have yet to try her formulation. I still am intrigued, but I hear a lot of people compare it to the NYX matte formula that I love. So it's like, why pay a extreme price when I can just continue to buy the NYX ones? So it's going to be another pass for me on this product. But the colors are nice. I like the browns and like the mauvey pinks. Those aren't bad. P. Louise is coming into Morphe in the US. I thought originally P. Louise was coming into, I want to say Ulta or Sephora. I remember distinctly like saying that or seeing it, and something must have fell through because now they're going into Morphe stores exclusively in the US and Canada. As for this, I've heard a little too much about P. Louise and like the owner and like things that she said, so I have just no longer feel the need to support that brand. But if you do, they're in Morphe. Morphe supports a lot of brands like that, so there you go. Strobe Cosmetics is not only releasing a new eyeshadow palette, but they're also rebranding. A lot of brands, indie brands, have been rebranding lately, and I don't know if it's because they feel like their sales have gone down, so they want to kind of get some more clout around their brand name or what. But I am going to do show you guys a collage that I found of all the swatches of their singles or their palette. It looks nice. It looks like it's going to be a nice palette. I am intrigued. There are some like neutral colors, but it looks to be like it could be something up my alley. So I am intrigued, and we will see after I get more information. I'll talk more about it. ColourPop has come out with a lilac collection. It has an eyeshadow palette. They have some other stuff, whatever. The eyeshadow palette, they already have a purple eyeshadow palette, so I'm confused, but maybe people wanted this. I don't know. It looks like this has a lot more shimmers in it than the other purple one did, but to each his own. Anastasia Beverly Hills has come out with their Volume 2 palette, and I knew they were going to come out with more palettes. That's why I told myself I should wait and not purchase the first one. I've actually gone ahead and like duped out the first ABH palette. I had to pull the yellow that I had, but basically this is all the other singles that I could find in my collection to kind of dupe out the ABH Novena Volume 1 palette. If you guys want, I can actually do a video on that for you guys so you guys can see it. As for this second one, I think the second one is more up my alley, but am I gonna pick it up? I don't know. It's still a lot of money, $60. That's a lot of money. So we will see what happens in the end. If I pick this up, it's probably going to be during a VIB sale and not a moment sooner than that. Stila has released their holiday collection. They have a mini eyeshadow palette. They have liquid lipstick sets. They have glitter and glow sets, shimmer and glow sets, all of those things. Me and Stila are taking a very long break, because they can't seem to understand the concept of getting different models to do different things. So I'm not even looking at this collection at all. Elixir Beauty Cosmetics has come out with new lip products, and these are unique shades. I'm very intrigued. It would be nice to pick up maybe one or two of these. They have a yellow. The one yellow I had in my collection, the formula wasn't all that good, so I would actually be intrigued to get their yellow and see how it works on me. Let me see if I can, how much it costs. So one costs $15. That's not terrible. So maybe in another time I might get it, and it actually just dropped today, the day that I'm filming this. So very interesting. I would be interested in the Vanabin, the methemoglobin, yeah, that would be interesting. But I do have colors like that, so I don't need it. And the hemoglobin, that might be a really cool one too, so we'll see. RuPaul finally revealed his collaboration with Mally Beauty. The eyeshadow palette is too basic for me, no ma'am. The blush and highlighter duo doesn't even look like it could work on me, so I'm good. Everything, it just looks boring. Honestly, the whole thing just looks boring. So I am gonna pass on this whole kit and caboodle and be okay with it. Double Down Cosmetics will be revealing a new collection for their owner's birthday. She's turning 45. So they're gonna be releasing a new collection for that. Let me see if I can get some more information about this. It just says that the collection was created by the founders, and it has golds and orange to represent rebirth, but I haven't seen a drop of actual. Oh, okay, maybe it's this. It is this. Okay, what are these? Maybe these are loose eyeshadows or something. Okay, so yeah, I will have the swatches on the screen so you guys can see them. They're not revolutionary, but they're pretty. The Phoenix one is more pretty than the Goldie one, but yeah. Okay. Give Me Glow is sneak peeking that they're coming out with liquid liners. The gray one looks interesting. That would be a very unique shade to have as a liner. But other than that, right now I am good. NARS? Who told you to come out with such a beautiful blush palette? Nobody. So I was good with the Big Daddy palette. I was like, I don't need that. It's not gonna work for me. I don't need it. And then they came out with this delicious 3-pan one that looks like it has like satin blushes and a beautiful highlighter. I need to see it, like I've seen it swatched on a lighter complexion. I want to see it swatched on a deeper complexion to see if it potentially will work on me. I'm hoping it won't, because I don't want to spend the money, but it's so pretty. And I already have one of their blush palettes and I love it. I love it so much. So we will see how this goes, but hopefully I won't be getting it. Kat Von D has released her Lolita Pour Vita palette. Didn't she already release a Lolita palette? I'm confused. And now it's Pour Vita. Isn't that like, what does Pura Vida even mean? Isn't that like, what does Pura Vida mean?
Here's what I found.
Oh, that means for life. That is not what I thought it meant. Good Lord, thank you. I'm no longer taking Spanish. I would have failed. It doesn't look purpley to me. It looks very neutral, very blah. And it's 49. Wow, it's $50 for 18 shades. Girl, no. 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 Black Radiance is coming out with a new palette. It has 12 eyeshadows. It has 6 face products. So it has a bronzer, a contour, 2 blushes. Wait, 2 bronzers, 1 contour, 2 blushes, and 1 highlighter. This would be something that's good for somebody who only wants one palette to do everything in. But for me, it's not rocking my boat. The bronzers, neither of the bronzers look like they can do anything on my complexion. The blushes halfway look okay. The highlighter looks way too light. And the eyeshadow colors are just not anything revolutionary at all. So that's a whole pass. A whole big daddy pass. Midas Cosmetics has released a green tea mochaccino, mochaccino, macchiato. Mochaccino. We don't go with that. I don't drink coffee. I don't know. It's a quad basically themed by coffee. Okay. It's cute, but I have these colors, so it is a pass for me. Glaminatrix Cosmetics is coming out with a gorgeous chameleon sparkle pigment. It looks pretty. I still haven't bought anything from them yet, so that could be added to the cart to possibly persuade me to buy more things. Hank and Henry have sneak peeked that they're coming out with their first eyeshadow palette, or first palette. It hasn't said specifically eyeshadow, so I'm intrigued. It says living in color, so who knows? Who knows? Looksy Beauty, she has sneak peek that she's coming out with not a multi-chrome but a super shift that is only going to be $10, and she's going to have a bundle of 5 different shades for $40. Looksy, why do you do these things to me? Why? So I'm very excited to see what she comes out with some of the other shades, because I might have to say hello to those shades. And then the last thing I want to talk about, hopefully, is that Love Lux Beauty is coming out with some new singles. Some of these singles actually look very, very interesting, and I might pick up 1 or 2. I actually do have quite a few of their singles. I had to throw away a couple because they were just too flaky, and it was not the move at all. But these look very pretty, and I'm still eyeing that one palette from them, the pinky purple palette that I talked about a couple of episodes ago. So we will see how I feel about that. I'm just going through really quickly before I sign off to make sure that there's nothing new at all that I need to talk about. That's not released until November. That can wait. I don't need to talk about that right now. Yeah, that's all I have to talk to you guys. Oh, no, sorry. One more thing. It's not something that I'm interested in, but you might be. Clarity Cosmetics is coming out with the Python palette, and it's basically a neutral palette. So yeah, that's all I have to talk to you guys about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.